Okay, you're up.
3, 2, and 1. Thanks so much for joining us here on 9 News Plus. I'm Meteorologist Chris Bianchi on what's going to be probably a fairly stormy Monday and Tuesday here and around the Denver area. Better chances for some stronger to maybe even severe storms as you head east and south of Denver. Then later on this week, we'll get drier and warmer. I'll have details on all that coming up for you here in the next couple of minutes. But first things first, let's take a look outside. And you can kind of see the moisture. I've had a few comments actually from a few friends here in the 9 News newsroom, people saying that it feels muggy outside. And I wouldn't call it muggy, but it probably does feel a bit more humid than usual in the Denver area and throughout much of eastern Colorado right now. And I'll again show you that in just a second, but you can see that kind of matriculating with some of those clouds overhead here on this Monday morning. Better chance for storms today compared to yesterday for most of the metro area. It will stay stormy for your day tomorrow, but then it dries on up a little bit Wednesday and Thursday. End of the week looks warmer and drier. So best chance for severe weather, highest risk, I should say, for severe weather will be in the dark green and yellow shaded zones. Notice that's pretty notably east of Denver, even east of Lyman, east of Fort Morgan. But you get east of Pueblo and along Highway 50 from kind of La Junta on east, that's where you'll be looking at that higher risk zone for large hail and damaging winds. That's where you're looking at a good garage day for today. If you have access to a garage or a carport, unless you want hail damage on your car or your vehicle, yeah, you're definitely going to have the car, the car under the garage or carport in those areas in particular. Again, kind of La Junta, Walsenburg on east will be the zones with the highest risk for severe weather for your day today. Right now, radar is mostly quiet. Starting to see a few showers trying to pop on up in the mountains. Those showers will successfully pop on up over the course of the next couple of hours. Denver area, best chance for showers and maybe a rubble of thunder or two will be between about 3 and 6, 3 and 7 tonight. Better chance along the Palmer Divide and east of the city. So again, Palmer Divide, Castle Rock, Albert County, so Kiowa on east towards Lyman. That's where you're going to have a better chance of seeing some of those showers and storms today. But the Denver area, I do think we do have some of those showers and storms around out our way as well. Those showers will continue to push the way off to the east as we get later on through the afternoon and into the evening hours. And then those showers and storms eventually move on off into Kansas, Oklahoma, and Nebraska overnight tonight and to early tomorrow morning before we do it all over again. All right, closer look in here at the metro area where, again, between about maybe 2 and 4 o'clock, we'll see those first showers and storms pop on up. Then as we get to about kind of 4, 5, 6 o'clock, this model not as bullish about those shower and storm chances. Other ones are a bit more bullish, though, on our storm chances. I'd call it about 50-50 that we see a storm here in Denver. If we do see a shower or storm here, I think a brief downpour, some brief gusty winds, maybe 40 miles an hour, 45 miles an hour, and maybe some small hail are main threats. And, of course, lightning. Remember, if you hear thunder, that means you are close enough to be struck by lightning. It's the beginning of our storm season, so worth the reminder that, again, if you hear thunder, that means you're close enough to be struck by lightning, and that means it is time to stop whatever you're doing outside and get inside as soon as possible, or, of course, get inside a car. That will also keep you safe from lightning. Now, as we get into tonight, we'll still have some showers around along the Palmer Divide. Those quickly move east overnight to early tomorrow morning. Temperatures right now, 70s, a few low 80s popping on up on the eastern plains. This is the number that really matters, though, when it comes to looking at the threat for severe weather. The higher the dew point, the more moisture there is in the atmosphere. And notice Lamar at 62, that is fairly high. When we start getting to about 50 plus, that's a fair bit of moisture around. 60 plus, that's where you got a lot to work with. And so that's why southeast Colorado, with that much higher risk for severe weather today compared to the Denver area, just not enough moisture here in Denver to give us a substantial threat for severe storms. But in southeast Colorado, the threat is certainly there. Tonight, temperatures drop back into the 30s and 40s in the mountains, 50s and 60s into the eastern plains. Tomorrow, we'll have the threat for severe weather once again. I do think we kind of push back that threat a little bit closer to the Denver area for your day tomorrow, with maybe a slightly higher risk for some damaging winds and some large hail here in the Denver area. But again, higher risk as you head east and south of town. some of that severe weather risk does brush up against the I-25 corridor up by Pueblo and Colorado Springs. Tomorrow, temperatures and the weather pretty similar to today. Maybe, again, a slightly higher chance of a storm or severe weather for your day tomorrow compared to today, but still, again, fairly similar weather for your day tomorrow, almost a carbon copy compared to today. So tomorrow, some big storms develop between about 3 and 6 o'clock. Where they develop will be a bit more of a question for your day tomorrow. More of the computer models kind of pushing those storms a bit further east compared to today. So again, I think today, Denver, we're about 50-50 at seeing a storm. Tomorrow, maybe a 30-40% shot at a storm for your day tomorrow. So again, slightly lower chance for tomorrow for a storm here in Denver, but a slightly higher risk at seeing severe weather, if that makes sense. So tomorrow, if we get a storm, it would probably be stronger than today, but an overall lower risk at a storm compared to today. Again, if that makes sense. So 30-40% shot at a storm tomorrow here in Denver, 50% shot today. Temperatures low 80s for tomorrow afternoon. Wednesday, lower risk for storms overall and a lower risk for severe weather, with the highest risk for severe storms on your Wednesday in southern Colorado. 7-day forecast shakes out like this. Once we get into Wednesday, we start to dry on up a little bit. Still some storms around for Wednesday and Thursday, but again, lower risk compared to today and tomorrow. Then we're much drier for the end of the week and to the upcoming weekend, and we're much hotter as well, with high temperatures right around 90 degrees for both Thursday as well as into the upcoming weekend. So again, overall headlines, some strong storms around for both today and tomorrow, especially eastern and southern Colorado. Then we start to warm on up on Thursday with only isolated storms for the end of the week and to the upcoming weekend. Meteorologist Keely Chalmers has another update on 9 News at noon, and meteorologist Danielle Grant is in at 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10 on the 9 News family of networks. I'm meteorologist Chris Bianchi. Thanks so much for joining us here on 9 News Plus, and have a great rest of your day.